We are live. Okay. Yeah, so apparently there was a joke. I forgot. Let me pull up the article so I don't misremember. Okay, where is it? Yeah, so the joke goes, two American soldiers share a strange bit of banter. Look at my knees, blurts a soldier as he
Mm-hmm.
rides in the open back of a military vehicle. What kind of
Mm-hmm.
knees are these? A moment later, he answers his own question. Chinese.
That's not even racist. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but Singip linked the Wikipedia article. Apparently, it's a old racial song. How's it go, Singip? Can you sing it?
I never heard of it before, but I just know like some of the other articles they referenced it before, so that's why I know about it.
It's like sung to the tune of Jingle Bells or something.
Was it?
I think so. Yeah. Let me pull up.
Basically, it's like a playground song that kids would sing. That was it's like derogatory to Japanese and Chinese, or Asians in general.
Is it the one where you pee in the Coke? Or is that a different song?
What?
What? I don't know what's that.
One rendering.
You don't know that one?
No.
One rendering of the chant gives it as Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees. Look at these Chinese, Japanese, dirty knees.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
I'm trying to figure out how it's surpassed, like, because I'm sure like some Chinese government official watch every movie before it's released, right?
Uh-huh.
Maybe
No, but the thing
that's
is, the
they
movie
didn't even
was-
notice it.
Yeah.
The movie was produced by one of the producers was Tencent, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. You would
So,
have
like,
thought they caught
yeah,
it.
you would thought they were seen the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's by Paul Anderson.
The Resident Evil dude.
Oh.
Resident Evil. Is that all he does? Oh, no,
I think
did
he's
Mortal
probably best known.
Kombat, Dead or Alive, Death Race.
Oh my god.
Okay, all these.
Oh, that race wasn't bad.
Death Race 2. The Three
It's a two?
Musketeers. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, a lot of video game movies, this guy. Well, I like the first Mortal Kombat. Did you like the Mortal Kombat movie? Have you guys seen it?
The original one?
Yeah, the original one.
Maybe it seems vaguely familiar.
Like, I think that's where the theme song came about.
Oh.
Mortal Kombat.
Isn't that from the game?
No, it's not from the game. It's from the movie.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Now you know.
I remember it was one of my favorite arcade games.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat was cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It was never an arcade game for me. I always knew it from like consoles. Actually, I don't
wander
actually
around
recall
CD arcades
seeing
like
it in
me
the
and George
arcade
did.
before. Maybe it was banned in like Malaysia or something because it's like really violent.
Probably. But I played it on home consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mega Drive and Nintendo. Back when I was young. Had to go to my friends' houses to play video games. Something I don't do anymore.
Well, I relatively recently, like last year, played Mortal Kombat 10, I think.
Yeah.
Not the latest one, but the
Oh.
one before. Actually, it was with Lewis, who sometimes watches this stream. Because he loves Mortal Kombat, but he's too cheap to buy Mortal Kombat 11 until all the DLCs come out at the same time. You know, once a game is about to, like once 12 is about to come out, it's only then he's willing to
Get
pay
the Game
for
of the
it.
Year edition.
Exactly.
I think that's a
I'm
good
still
idea.
waiting.
Because it sucks
Yeah,
when
but
you-
I'm just like, by then, like, it's not cool to play that anymore.
Well, I mean, it depends.
But
Like, if you play just the story mode, you know, it doesn't matter when you get it.
yes,
Yeah.
and also I had a situation where I got a Nintendo Switch and then I returned it. I forgot what I mentioned in previous episodes, and only then I appreciate how freaking expensive these games are. So now I'm like, oh, now I get why you're so stingy and you must save up until
You
everything
returned your
comes out.
Switch?
I did.
Was
So
it
I
like
was
a
like, oh my
couple of weeks
gosh.
ago that
Yeah,
you
when
got
you're playing
it?
it for a
Yes.
while, How can you return?
Yeah, but then I'm like, it's America. I can return things.
Wow.
Yes.
And
I
you
was
get like
not
your full
satisfied.
refund?
Yeah,
Wow, that's so rad.
I know. That's one thing that all countries should have. But yeah, like I just didn't play enough because I wouldn't pay for the expensive games, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like $60 a game. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? And you can't pirate it, so it's like you really have to pay that full amount.
That's why I play PC games, I guess, a lot. Like, well, on Steam at least, they go for sale
Yeah.
very cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm like, oh, no wonder PC Master Race makes so much more sense.
And like PC games, you can play forever, you know. Like, if there's no new generation, like you can always play old games again. Sometimes
Yeah.
maybe if it's too old, you need an emulator or a DOS box or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. So
But I
like,
feel like one of the good things about consoles is that you don't have to worry about system requirements. Like as long as it's available on your console, you don't have to worry like, oh, do I have enough RAM? Can I run it?
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why you just get a good
But-
computer.
Yeah. Is your master computer tower or whatever here?
Yeah.
You should see it.
Do you
It's
feel
like
any differences?
full of lights.
I mean, you do look more clear. Like right now, like you're the clearest you've ever
It's
shown up
nothing
on
to do
my
with my
screen.
computer. It's just my
That's his
my-
webcam, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have poor computer, like even if you have the best webcam in the world, it wouldn't stream properly because it's not enough RAM and things like that.
That's true.
Mm.
But yeah.
Yeah, now you're all ready for your OnlyFans.
OnlyFans when.
Yeah.
Oh, we have two
Oh, yeah, so
viewers
the
in
other-
chat. Hello, whoever you are.
Hello.
I'm guessing one is Edmund.
Yeah, the other like playground joke I just linked you or chant is like the actually I've heard of this from that Chinese American or American born Chinese. You know that comic book by
Yeah.
like
Jin
he
Yang.
references it too. Yes, Jin Yang.
Me Chinese.
Yeah.
Me play joke.
Me play joke.
put
We go
pee in your
pee-pee.
Coke.
Yeah.
I never heard that one before.
Yeah, I've never heard it either.
Well, good for you. Good for you guys, because I totally have.
Really? Were you like made fun of it with this joke when you were growing up?
No, but I've heard it like in media, even in maybe in The Simpsons or something. I don't know. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
I know, cause like I grew up in like Singapore and Malaysia. So it's like everyone's
Right, that would have
multicultural.
made sense too.
So like they wouldn't really make this kind of jokes.
But this
Yeah.
joke isn't even racist to me.
Well, it's casting Asian people as the foreigner. I've definitely had the people picking up sticks in the ground and pretending to be chopsticks
Oh.
and like doing the chinky eye thing at the same time.
Uh
Yeah.
huh. It's like what does a Chinese person say before dinner?
Mhm.
Oh no, not rice again.
What? I think that's you, Hungers, because she really like does not like rice that much, as much as I do.
No, it's why the Chinese people have such slanty eyes, right?
No.
Because
Huh?
they always like they always like go oh no, and then they put their hands on their faces, and then it comes slanty.
What?
Like, oh no, not rice again.
That's not the one I heard. I think you should tell the Hainanese joke.
No, it's a stupid.
It's so good.
You're like forcing public racism. I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not even a racist.
You can tell us later in a non-recorded format.
Anyway, how's your week been?
It's been good. Doing a lot of Christmas basic stuff. I don't know what I can show you guys, but I have made a little setup. Oops, chair. Okay, in the bottom. Oh, you can kind of see it.
Is that a tiny
Where?
tree?
So I bought this. It's a tree.
Oh.
Check this out. It's a big fire. And I have like Yuhan socks that I put some candy inside. But yeah, so I have to create a miniature Christmas situation
Wow, your mic actually picked up your voice from all across the room.
from all the way there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have our advent calendar that we open every day and eat a chocolate inside, which I'm very excited about.
Are they still a thing? I remember like they used to be quite popular on Instagram.
It is a thing. It is so a thing.
Still?
Yes. In fact, I feel like now America has even gotten like extra intense about it because you can buy like advent calendars with like little mini whiskeys or like little mini like fishing lures. Like there's like a billion variations on advent calendars.
I don't think I've ever had one before.
Oh no!
I mean, like, do you even use the calendar like a physical one?
Well, I mean that you can see.
It only goes up from 1 to 25, as Johan told me.
2019. Oh shit!
Oh, that's only 1 to this year.
Yeah, I just realized how old it is because I used to flip it every month, and then now it's been on December for a whole year now. That's crazy.
Oh no! Okay.
I'm in December again, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like,
well,
I haven't flipped it in a while.
Whoever's Jordan's friend, the obvious gift to gift him would be an Adventure Time calendar
it's an Adventure
for
Time
2021.
No, actually, that's what I've been planning to do, but I haven't got around to doing it yet.
What, to give me a calendar?
Yeah, we're gonna like
Don't give me a calendar.
I've been like collecting like doppelgangers of George.
You don't have 12.
Yeah, that's why. So like, I was planning to make like a one for every month.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Calendar of it. Ideally, like George would like dress like his doppelgangers,
Yes.
And he'll like pose like that, and then we'll be like, oh, which is George?
I'm not so fashionable.
So wait, are these just like random people on the street that you're like, that person looks like George?
It's just
secretly
random
take a
people
photo.
he finds online, not even on the street.
Oh, online. Not even on the street.
Well, I mean, I don't go looking. It's just that sometimes people like link me stuff, and they're like, "Hey, looks like George." Then slowly, I became like the collector of George doppelgangers.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
People just send me like photos,
I think nothing tops
Can
the
you
porn
send me one?
Really, I can't
We
believe
should probably not open that one, but the other ones.
I can't believe I never showed you like his doppelgangers before.
No, I haven't seen this collection.
Alright, let me look for a safe forward one.
They're all safe except for one.
Yeah, fine. They're all safe except for one.
Now I'm very curious about that one. So is that person like a famous porn star?
You can't really see, right? My phone's too bright, right?
Too bright.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
You can put it on
You gotta send it through Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, Jason? Thanks for tuning in. He said he sent one to you before.
Yeah, he sent one of George like, queuing up for. Yeah, I think that one. That's the best. That's one of the best ones. George was like queuing up for ice cream at McDonald's.
Yeah, I remember I have a friend too that I also like to take photos of his doppelgangers in the street and then send it to him and annoy him. But it's really hard because like if that person like doesn't look like you, oftentimes you feel insulted. I'm not that fat or like whatever. Or I would not wear a man purse. Oh, that person does look like George.
Okay, in case chat wants to see, let me open it up.
Like a young George, like a 15-year-old.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think. Oh man.
Maybe it is you. I don't know.
Where was this McDonald's? I rarely go McDonald's. But I do have like similar clothes.
You
like
rarely go McDonald's doesn't mean you don't go McDonald's.
the blue pants.
I mean,
it could have been
that posture on the phone is very familiar.
I think the hairy arms. Well, it looks like hairy arms. Kind of reminds me of me. But yeah, that's not me.
Oh. That's cool that you have doppelgangers all over the world.
Eat McDonald's and then be ashamed of it.
Yeah, no, nothing wrong with McDonald's. I think yesterday my sister just asked me if I wanted McDonald's for lunch, and then I said no.
Oh, you said yes.
No, I said
What?
no.
How can you say no?
Yeah.
I don't
We
know.
didn't sing about appalled. Who says no
There's
to
never a reason
McDonald's?
to say no to McDonald's.
Yes.
I ate McDonald's in August. No,
What?
October maybe. Yeah, it was Jake's birthday.
That's so long ago. That's like an eternity.
I don't know. We're so like brainwashed on McDonald's. It's like what we were raised on. So childhood food. But I've been dying to go. So in the US, they're recently starting the McRib promotion
Oh,
nationwide.
yeah.
So I've been pretty obsessed with like, oh, I want it. But the thing is, do you guys watch Review Bra on YouTube?
No.
Review of the week. He's like this like guy who dressed like he's from the 1920s, but his face looks like he's like 14, but he's actually like probably our age.
Okay.
And he does like shortwave radio, but his other famous thing is he reviews fast food and he gives it a rating. So like, and he's very like diligent about it. And so, and so he says he's comparing this round of McRib with the previous round, and he says he gives it like a 7-ish rating, whereas previously he gave it an 8-ish rating. So, and a lot of people on r/fast food have said that McRib is not as tasty this time around. And everyone's debating, is it because like, wow, childhood memory of McRib is like so much better? It's actually exactly the same. or whether they've actually like dropped the quality over time.
I'm looking at his face now. You're right about his description. Your description. Why does he look like that?
Hmm?
No, the 14-year-old in a suit.
Oh, yes. You know, he's the meme, the guy from the meme. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Like that's the guy.
Don't really know.
He has a radio voice, so people like listen to him, and everyone like worships him on YouTube comments. Like you would think, like, okay, so at first, right, everyone made fun of him because he looks like a rat, and then like like, and is very like scrawny or whatever, and just like acts really strange. But somehow the internet opinion, like he was posted on like bodybuilding.com or some like super broy forum because someone like just like randomly stumbled across him. But now like everyone has flipped and worships him instead. Like, and I think at first it was kind of like mocking worship, but it's turned into sincere worship. And I've always been like, wow, that's amazing to like be able to have like random strangers worship you.
That's good for him, right? 2
Yeah.
million subs on YouTube. That's pretty decent. It's actually very good. But like,
Yeah.
there are like so many bigger channels though.
Like his biggest hobby though is like he does shortwave radio, which is kind of like a super long distance radio. So I think maybe even in Malaysia you guys can receive his radio channel.
Okay.
But like nowadays, like it's expensive to maintain because you have to essentially buy that frequency. So he's had to like cut it more and more, and now he does like, and it's also like cross like broadcasted in a podcast form. But it's like he's trying to do these like wholesome radio shows, and then like plays a bit of music.
Digital stream instead. Isn't that easier?
He does both. But it's like, yeah, his like hobby is shortwave, and the thing is like even if you're in the jungles of Bolivia, you can still receive shortwave. So he's like reaching a lot of audiences that no one else in the world can reach.
That's pretty cool. But they would have to.
Yeah, maybe we should do
English,
shortwave radio. Yeah.
And
the thing is, it's good too.
Yeah, we can't even get people to tune in to this stream.
I know. So we should force it down their throats to shortwave frequency.
I think like people will only accidentally tune into our channel.
That's not true. We have 2 viewers who are deliberate. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm not even watching our
I
chat
guess
right now.
accidental is not a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like word of mouth, this kind of stuff.
And then they'll quickly flip.
Yeah, so I watch his reviews sometimes for fast food just to know whether it's worth it to get it or not. So the McRib, I'm very torn about because I feel like if I miss it, then I have FOMO. I have McRib FOMO.
No, why
if I
didn't you
get
get
it, I
it?
probably won't like it.
Yeah, I mean, just
But
get
it's not
it.
It's
very
really
high-
expensive
very-
now, McDonald's.
Huh? Really?
How much is a McRib?
Gosh. I don't remember offhand because I was looking at the meal. But I remember thinking that if both me and Yuhan got the meal, it's already like almost $20. It's like surprisingly expensive to get fast food these days.
It's not just
Well,
the
my
McRib,
memory
it's
of it.
McDonald's in general, is it?
Yeah, it's all fast food.
Oh.
Like all of the big chain fast food have really increased their prices to the point where I'm like, oh, I could just go to a restaurant at that rate. So I have to really like crave like McDonald's before I go.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Oh, we're not sponsored by McDonald's, but we are sponsored by Flow State Coffee.
Flow State Coffee. Wait.
Yes, which I should get the bag. Walk off the street.
Where's the price? McRibs. 2020. Oh, so it's $5. Oh, it's only $2.19.
But if you get the meal and everything, they upcharge you a lot.
The meal is $5.91.
With taxes?
I don't know the taxes, but
even then,
just,
Texas,
California
like,
taxes.
it's not 100% tax.
yeah.
I know, but like what? Oh, maybe because I selected delivery. Something made me decide that it was way too expensive.
Okay.
Anyway, we are sponsored by Flow State Coffee, a specialty grade coffee with L-theanine and raw cacao for productivity and creativity. Better energy, focus, and mood than a regular cup of coffee while decreasing the negative side effects like anxiety and blood pressure. So, you can find out more. Oh yeah, you can get 20% off. No, 10% off with our coupon code.
Yeah.
Which
So
George
what are
will
you waiting
display
for?
on the website on our stream.
If you're in the US, I don't know how many listeners. Yeah.
You can get it
what time
overseas
is it
too,
there
but I
now?
think he'll charge for shipping now.
It's like 5 a.m., right, for you?
Yeah, almost 6.
Almost 6, okay.
The perfect time
Yeah.
for coffee.
That is true. If you order it now, you'll get it in 10 minutes.
Yeah. I should tell my East Coast friends about this stream. This will not be too unreasonable.
Yeah, East Coast will be what, 9 now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys like the McFrappe coffees?
You mean like the McDonald's?
The McDonald's coffee or Starbucks coffee?
Oh,
I
never
drink the
never drank their.
Americano. Well, the just plain black coffee.
Are you gonna be like long black at McDonald's, please?
No, I just like say whatever's on the menu. I think they call it black coffee over there.
Because I think McDonald's coffee is surprisingly good.
It is right, like
Because they
whenever I
brew it
order
so
like
fresh.
McDonald's breakfast, I'll have the coffee, and it's surprisingly decent. Like it's not terrible. I've had worse coffees before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's like
I think it's maybe like they throw it away. Like they have a rule where they like brew it every hour on the hour and they throw it away if it doesn't sell. Whereas some places they just leave it on the hot plate the whole time.
maybe.
So that there's like a freshness to it.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's always been decent.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but I never purposely go to McDonald's for coffee unless it's like the most convenient spot that.
Well, you do have better spots for coffee, huh?
Yeah.
Your Doify.
Yeah. Oh, Dorothy switched back to the original beans, so I'm happy again.
Did they swap to inferior beans?
Yeah, they did because like a new management took over, and apparently a lot of people complained. So now.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're like, you thought you could get away with switching beans? We have discerning taste now.
No, cause like when I first like went there with the new management, the guy told me, it was like, oh, I'm using these new beans that are like better or whatever. It's his taste.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, whatever. Lah. So I just drank it anyway because it's convenient and I like the place. Then yeah, I think how many months has it been? I think 2-3 months maybe. Anyway, yeah, so apparently they receive a lot of complaints about the previous beans. So as of last week, they switched back to the old original beans.
I think to be fair though, like because they kept the name Doify, right? So people associate those beans with Doify. So that's why many people who complain are like the ones who are like, hey, this is not the Doify I remember.
Possibly.
Yeah. What was wrong with the new coffee beans? Like, what did you taste different?
They tasted different because they're very light. So like the
not
previous
strong
ones,
enough.
yeah, was strong and thick and like bitterish and yeah, basically had a lot more flavor and like character to it compared to what they were serving. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which was.
But you didn't buy the beans from the guy.
Did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. Well, not for me. Vanessa and her sister wanted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so they brew their own coffee at home?
Yeah. She has.
What type of setup do they do?
I have no idea what they call French pot. Was it?
Oh,
I don't
French
know.
press.
French press, something whatever.
I mean, there's one called a mocha pot. So
Oh,
She has
yeah,
like
yeah,
a few
yeah.
things for making coffee. She can
new
even
hybrid
do
device.
drip coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one of my fondest memories with Singip, I don't know whether he remembers. Actually, he would probably do because he have a good memory. Is like us hang out at KLCC, and then we went to Starbucks, and then like you were like, let's go to get the French press, and I didn't even know you could do that in Starbucks, where you get the giant French press and you can have enough to share for 2 people.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember
Fond
like
memories.
a lot. I mean, I'm not a black coffee kind of guy, so like.
Did
But I don't know
But it
if
felt very classy at the time.
yeah, but I don't know if you remember though. Like there was one I call it. There's one New Year's that we hung out with. He just remember.
Are you talking to me?
Like no, Kristen.
Describe more. Vaguely, maybe. My memory is bad. Sorry, Hijas. I did not. Excuse me for my memory. The whole scenario is missing.
Like one Otama there, Center Point.
Uh-huh.
And then we had Starbucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do we do?
I
we
mean,
have fun?
no, that was just 3 of us like hang out just for New Year's at that time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So just now when you were talking about the Starbucks thing, I thought you were referring to the time we hung out with Hijas.
Oh, no, it wasn't that time. But I remember that you always hung out with me on a. I remember thinking, oh man, I'm so lame. I'm not clubbing on New Year's or something like. But now I'm like, no, those were perfectly good New Year's anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Speaking of holidays,
Uh-huh.
yeah, like so now that Taylor Swift has dropped her new sister
Yeah.
album,
Evermore.
which is what they call B-sides, I guess. Like,
I don't think they were B-sides.
I mean, did you listen to Willow when it premiered?
I listened to the whole album today, yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, right, because you had a whole day ahead of me. I have not listened to the whole album.
Yeah, it's good. I
Well.
enjoyed it.
Okay.
It sounds a lot more produced. Not in a bad way though.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like it's much catchier than Folklore, which was
Interesting.
kind of mellow and sad. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
definitely like poppier. I mean, it is pop music, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Do you ever get worried
Yeah.
like when your favorite artist release like a new album or song? Like it won't be as good as like the previous one.
Not really. I mean, I will complain if I think it's not as good, but it doesn't bother me because I can always go back to listen to the old stuff.
I mean, like worried like you won't like it, like oh, what's happening to them,
Nah.
To us for Marina and the Diamonds. I remember she had some really good. Actually, I still think her first 2 albums are like super bomb and like worth a total like end-to-end album listen, which I don't say for most artists. But then she kind of went. Okay, this happens a lot to female artists. They go into this like Lana Del Rey mode, where all their songs suddenly sound like Lana Del Rey no matter what, and then we have to wait for them to like come out of that mode and go back into something original sounding again.
I think it's because a lot of them feel like people think I'm like so manufactured or overproduced, so they feel like I need to showcase my real skills by doing all these like ballads and stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's because I just like faster, more like, pop music with more beats or something like that. And when they go into the emotional modes, I'm like, oh, boring. It's so terrible. Yeah. But yes, I cannot wait to listen to the new album. Did you guys listen to the Mariah Carey new song with Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson?
No.
No, it's not even on my radar.
It's not? Okay, so there's a new Mariah Carey song. The Queen of Christmas is back. And they do a double whistle. Like, annoyed a lot of my friends because our ears are too old to appreciate that high pitched sound.
You're like, why is this part instrumental?
It does sound like two kettles are boiling at the same time.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out after the stream.
In a harmonious fashion, with Ariana Grande and like Mariah Carey doing it.
But has she been releasing a Christmas song every year? No, right?
I always
No,
thought like
but then she's like
I always
coming
thought
in
that
big this time.
her what do you call it that All I Want for Christmas is like one of the most played Christmas
Yes,
songs. Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she made a whole Christmas special. I think it's on Apple TV or something. And there's a whole album that goes with it.
Oh.
Well, it's called Old Santa. All right.
Yes.
Apple with all the exclusives.
I know. Well, you can find it on the Swedish pirate ship, but I think it's pretty amazing though. It's a very like comforting thing for her to do. But I think she made a TikTok or something. You know how there's like this joke where Michael Bublé is like locked in a dungeon except only for Christmas he's released or something like that. Like I think Mariah Carey made like a meme off that. It was like, yes, it's Christmas. I'm awake. I'm revived once again. Like, back when she was not popular, only except for Christmas. So I like the fact that she can make fun of herself.
Yeah, I mean it's good when
She's
artists
probably like,
can...
rolling in the dough, only in Christmas for the
How much
royalties.
every year just from like the royalties from that song.
Yeah. So my proposal for you, George, is you need to write a Christmas hit. Because there are not enough. And like a lot of them are very repetitive. They're just covers, right? So if you can write, because I listen to the emo Christmas playlist sometimes. Like, which, as you know, is that my Chemical Romance song. Like, and I think there's a Blink 182 song. But you know how like every emo band has to have one Christmas song.
Yeah.
I think
I
it's
did
time for
write
you to
one
have
Christmas
your
song a while
song.
ago.
You did?
Yeah,
What?
but it felt dumb to like play it when it wasn't Christmas time. So I hardly played.
Well, now we gotta broadcast it.
So I hardly played that song, and I forgot.
Which song of yours is a Christmas song?
It's called "Merry Christmas, Drag My Body Through the Snow."
Is it on YouTube? Can I listen to it?
I don't know.
Is it available for streaming?
I think there was a live recording once, but I'm not sure if it's still up. Someone recorded me, but yeah. I mean,
You need
I
to
can
put it on
probably, like,
SoundCloud.
figure out the words and the chords, and then try to re-record it. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
All right.
Can you
I think
upload
we
it-
should really produce it this time.
Yeah. Sorry,
should
say again?
upload it- Can you upload it to Spotify?
You have to go through a distributor if you want to get your music on Spotify.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't like checked out lah, but because it seems so like troublesome.
Oh.
Yeah, I've just been doing SoundCloud. I guess actually YouTube or Instagram would be people actually like watch my stuff there compared to SoundCloud.
On Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram. I mean, if I put it on a story, I'm sure like I'll get way more views than on SoundCloud.
Yeah. Well, time for you to do like a romantic cover.
Yeah.
Does it have? And we need like jingle bell noises in the background. You know, like that the sleigh bells. What it is? That's what it is.
Jingle balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was I gonna say? Oh, but then I really love Billie Eilish's brother Phineas's new Christmas song. I've been like on a Christmas song kick. Yeah, it's called Another Year, and it's really, really good.
Okay, well, listen to that.
He recently played it on Jimmy Fallon or something. I like the fact that it sounds like vaguely enough like a Christmas song because it does have, I think, maybe sleigh bells or something in the background. But it's also like catchy. It's not too like cloyingly sentimental.
Yeah.
Hits all the right notes.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll re-record that Christmas song for Christmas. Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot to show you guys one feature of my sweatshirt. Okay, how do I do this?
Oh.
I realized a it looks a little phallic when you cannot see the whole thing. It's supposed to be a cactus.
Yeah, I can tell it's a cactus.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you could tell.
Yeah, that's rad. Do you ever turn it on when you're outside?
Yeah, so I went to the Charles Dickens Christmas Fair, which is a thing that happens locally every year, where everyone, like the people who participate in it, dress up as Victorian people, like, and I wore this, which is
clearly not Victorian.
Exactly. But it's the most Christmassy thing I own, so.
It's cool though. Like it's not a regular Christmas tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how it's very southwestern.
Hey, Singer, we're both
so
wearing garden wall shits.
Oh, I can't tell you also.
I was wondering what's a potatoes and molasses.
Yeah.
Is it
Is
from
it
a
a
game?
Netflix show? I forgot already. No, right?
Sorry?
Is it a Netflix show?
No. I think it was Cartoon Network if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Or
Wait.
HBO. Wait.
Is it on my shirt?
You're out of the loop.
Over the garden wall. Yeah,
Is this
Cartoon
Cartoon
Network?
Over the Garden Wall?
Cartoon Network. I just googled.
You should watch it, Christian.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's like a 10-episode mini series.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. I think you'll like it.
Oh.
I
completely missed
I mean,
it.
I didn't really like the ending so much though.
No spoilers.
It was really good ending.
Excuse me. It is really good. I enjoyed the show. Yeah. And the characters are really
Oh yeah, but
cute.
you guys liked it enough to get the shirts.
Well, I mean, George bought the shirt for me.
Yeah, I bought it for him.
Oh.
Well, because Singip was the one who introduced me to the cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he liked it enough to introduce it to me.
And molasses.
And I liked it enough to buy merch. Oh, this is from Hot Topic when I was in the US.
Oh.
I actually like Hot Topic.
Yes.
I wish we had Hot Topic in Malaysia.
Yeah. But now it's so different. It used to be all like, emo punk or whatever,
Yeah,
but now
now
it's just
that's a
selling merch
minority,
for
yeah.
TV shows.
Yeah. Which is sad. But
I love BTS stuff, actually. Now
really?
now it's like mostly like BT21
I guess
Yeah.
BTS is hot now.
and Funko Pops. A wall of Funko Pops.
BTS, not like the K-pop group.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
K-pop
big
group.
K-pop group, but they also made their own characters. The BT21.
Singip's gonna buy them now.
I in fact watched the whole feature show documentary on how they created
Oh,
those
this
characters.
is by them.
Yes, it's supposed to represent them.
Oh, they have a Netflix show, right? Is it? Was it them?
No,
The
that's
BT21
Blackpink.
or
Oh, I thought BTS had a behind.
Actually, I don't know, but I know
show.
you told me about the Blackpink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this is by them, right? I bought some of their stickers online. But I didn't know it was by them, right? Okay.
yeah, no, I didn't know that until my friend told me.
Interesting.
So who is your bias for the cartoon character?
I like the koala.
Ah, yes, me too. I have a Koya stuffed toy that I keep in the car. as a
Who's
pillow.
who's the koala supposed to be?
Oh gosh, I feel bad. I don't remember off the top of my head. Who created? Oh man, Yuhan will be so ashamed that I didn't know who created Koya off the top of my head.
Do you even
It's
listen
RM.
to BTS sing it?
Koya is the koala.
Yes,
It's Rat Monster.
yes, the
Ah.
English speaking guy.
Yeah. No, I never listened to their stuff. At least not on purpose. Like sometimes they play on like Korean variety shows.
Hmm.
That's when I hear it, but I don't actually go and search for it.
Oh.
Oh, do you still watch Running Man?
Yeah, man. It's like a religious thing every week.
Why? Is it because it's a continuous plot line or something?
No, it's very self-contained. That's why I like watching it. It's like you don't have to know so much about the background. Just enjoy it as it is.
Is it still about doing challenges and things like that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I only watched like a few isolated episodes, and I was trying to figure out, is it one of those like Japanese torture people shows, or is it like more of a Amazing Race situation?
Neither. Well, I mean, they had a few episodes where they went to Australia, Hong Kong, and stuff. So those were quite fun.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever go on a reality show?
I mean, I don't know. It depends
For
on
big enough
who's
prize?
hosting it. No, I mean, depends who's hosting it, right? Like, I wouldn't
So
go
if
on
it's
Bachelor or something, right?
oh,
I mean, it was
but
like,
yeah,
okay, fine. If you ask me to go on Running Man, I'll gladly go.
oh, how about this? Like, what type of reality show are you most likely to win? Like, how would you design it so that you win?
Oh,
This
I
so
was thinking you could
difficult.
probably do really well on cooking show.
oh, cooking show. I don't think I'm a very good cook though. I'm good enough where I'm happy with what I cook, but yeah.
You do it under time pressure.
A cooking
I think I
show
must-
where your mom is the host, like the judge.
Then she has to like everything I cook.
Yeah, doesn't she like everything you cook?
Exactly.
No,
That's
no.
sweet.
Oh, I guess where I'm the judge then, because you haven't disappointed
Yeah.
me yet.
Wow, high praise, high praise.
I don't know. Maybe he takes the best ingredients when I come around.
Oh.
When his mom cooks, he uses stuff from Giant.
There's no giant nearby anyway.
I think my family shops at Giant, so I probably should not visit.
No, but I mean like chicken is chicken lah,
That's not true, and you know it.
Well, I mean I don't buy the expensive chicken. I just buy normal chicken.
See, you can make it taste.
I feel like
better.
normal chicken in Malaysia just tastes better than normal chicken in the US because they don't go so crazy with their water injection and whatnot.
Oh, I mean I don't really have any basis of comparison.
Mm-hmm.
So you can actually tell the difference between like Malaysian chicken and US chicken.
Yeah, the flavor. Sometimes the US chicken, if you don't buy the air chilled type, it's very watery tasting because they dunked it in water to get it to cool down.
Huh. Okay.
And then also they don't have. I mean, you can get kampong chicken, but it's gonna be expensive, organic, free range chicken.
I never really noticed the differences. I guess maybe because I don't cook.
Well, I mean like the difference between like a kampong chicken and like a regular chicken is that it's more lean. It's like slightly chewier.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, have you had KFC in the US and was immensely disappointed compared to the ones in Malaysia?
I actually didn't have KFC in the US.
Oh, well, it's not good.
Okay.
I hardly ever eat KFC here if I don't have to.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you like, is like Chick-fil-A really that good? Like their chicken?
I've never had it.
You never?
I've never had it.
I mean, cause people always make such a big deal about it, right? Then I'm just wondering like, oh, how good can it be? Like, how does it compare
Well,
with
you
like the
haven't had
spicy
it. She
chicken
says
Deluxe?
it's okay. It's
Oh.
like it's an
Did
average
she have
chicken
the spicy
sandwich.
chicken Deluxe when she came here?
Yes, she loved it.
So it's better.
Yes, McSpicy cannot compare with anything else. In fact, I still dream about McSpicy. Like,
Now they have a. I mean, I don't know if you had it when you were here, but now they have like a double spicy chicken.
Yeah,
Deluxe.
double patty.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no, not chicken again.
Are you annoyed
Oh my
that
God.
like I can have it anytime but I don't?
yes.
It's okay. I'm eating. I'm eating it for you.
Oh, okay. Please enjoy it and then get the fries. And also the Coke. The McDonald's Coke tastes better than normal Coke.
What? No, I don't think so.
Yes. Even I get it with no ice.
It tastes so different from regular Coke.
Oh.
Because
Maybe only in the
McDonald's
US?
uses like
Yeah, they have, like, the
it
syrup.
mix it differently. Yeah, they use the syrup and soda water.
Yeah. So in the US, like you can taste it. It's more sweet or something. They add extra syrup compared to other fast food restaurants.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And like the quality of the water is also a little different. I went to like Taco Bell the other day for like something, and we had the soda there. It was so disgusting. It felt like someone's armpit taste. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When like a soda machine hasn't been cleaned, or like those like frosting machines haven't been cleaned enough, and they have like that. You know, like kind of like the old auntie who wipes your like the table after you're done eating. That cloth. Incubated in the soda. A damp bacteria cloth taste.
Yeah, that. You ever encountered that in the US? Like when they wipe the tables with cloths and they have that smell?
Like in a food court, rarely.
Yeah.
I feel like they use a lot of disinfectant, so it masks the smell a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Malaysia, it feels like they just like use a wet cloth, like water.
Yeah, and it's never washed. So
How
it's like
come
always.
it smell though?
Jason asked, "How does armpit taste like?"
Like the cloth.
Like, that's what it smells like, but yeah, not the taste. Can you even lick your own armpits?
No.
I can reach. But I've never tried.
You have to grow the hair long enough so that you can reach it. I think if I do that, I'll like hurt my neck. I'm old enough that would happen on stream, so I would not even attempt.
Well, speaking of hurting your neck, I hurt my back like 2 days ago. I woke up with like massive back pain.
Oh
And,
dang, that sucks.
It's been hurting for like 2 days now.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know what caused it, because when I woke up, I was in my normal sleeping position, so I probably twisted halfway in the middle of the night.
Oh.
And yeah, so just now I went to buy some Yoko.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Can you reach yourself though?
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
help
I can.
applying it.
But,
Okay.
but it fucking hurts though, man. Like,
Oh man.
people
Have you
problems.
like sometimes it helps to take like a Tylenol or a Panadol or something, because it's like it. I mean, it doesn't directly affect the pain. It's more so it relaxes the muscles a little bit.
Yeah, I'll probably have
So
to
that might help.
switch to drugs tomorrow if like the pain doesn't go away. I just hope it's not like something serious.
Oh. Well, I hope it's not too.
Yeah. Well,
But luckily, you guys have better healthcare. We can figure it out for cheaper.
Yeah. Time to make use of my insurance. So you have insurance.
Exactly.
Like, it took me a while to buy mine. I only bought it when I was like my second job, I think. Because I was like, the concept of paying for something you may never use sounds so dumb.
It is, and I was gonna say, but I spent so much of my money on that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all it needs is like one trip to the ER to justify it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to.
No, I mean, like, like you say you one day like you get really sick or have a bad accident.
Yeah.
You look at your bill is like 40K, but because of the insurance you need to pay like $100.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, justified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for.
Well, hopefully, toy, like you guys don't end up using it.
I don't know. I mean, at
Yeah,
least if
but I think we are
ever-
getting all to the age where random. Because the other day I hurt my IT band, so I'm still like a
IT
little
band?
weird when I walk.
What's
Huh?
an IT band?
Like the side of the leg.
Okay.
So the sad part is I wasn't doing like exercise or lifting or anything. Like I was literally putting something back. Like it was super light, and then like I pulled it in an awkward angle or something.
Yeah.
And then like ever since then, my like left knee has been kind of weird, and my left side has been kind of weird. And I've had to like do rehab exercises and like foam roll and all sorts of stuff for like weeks already.
See, that's the thing. All I did was sleep. And
Yeah.
wake up. Like, that's so fucked up.
I know.
Sleep's supposed to heal the body, right?
Yeah, not,
But it hurt me
not
instead.
injure yourself. Dude, maybe you need a new mattress. More supportive new mattress.
I don't know how. Yeah, maybe. Buy the like
Dude, sleep on
16K
a...
horsehair mattress. Right? So
Is that really a thing?
Yeah. Was it 16K? I can't remember how much. It was really
No.
expensive.
Oh, I think it was
Was
like
more?
30.
30K?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Basically,
like,
we were at Robinsons in Mid Valley, and that was like the bid section, and they were selling
Yes, our favorite section.
premium mattresses, and one of them was supposedly made from horsehair,
Uh-huh.
and it cost a bomb.
That just sounds really allergenic and like gonna make me sneeze or something. I don't see how that's a benefit.
I mean, it would be all contained under the
I
surface.
guess.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like it's like you're sleeping on a bed of hair. Like that doesn't appeal to me.
I don't know.
But what do they claim is the benefit?
It's good for your sleep, I guess. Wait, let me.
I think maybe it's like.
Do you remember the brand name? I can just Google.
I mean, just Google horsehair bed.
Mattress.
Horsehair mattress.
Hastens. Sounds familiar. We use horsehair. The foundation for Hastens beds are most beloved materials. Okay, so few materials can match horsehair when it comes to constructing a bed. Every single curled strand of horsehair works as a tiny spring, enhancing the work of our internal spring systems, providing support and pliability. Horsehair also comes with its own extremely effective built-in ventilation system. Each strand of horsehair acts like a miniature airway, a hollow tube with a microscopic capillary action that channels away moisture and lets fresh air in. It is so effective that if you soak horsehair with water and give it a shake, it dries almost immediately. Huh.
That's true of any hair, isn't it?
Really? No, right? Human hair takes a long time to dry. That's why you need hair dryers.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I did not know that. Huh. So yeah, apparently.
I feel like someone found all this like waste horsehair and figured they put it in a mattress.
Yeah, it's like, hey, want to make $1 million with this waste?
Yeah. So clever.
And then they market it this way. Oh, completely free from allergens. So, yeah.
In the sense that most people are not allergic to horses, I guess.
They have found it completely free from allergens, meaning that it does not cause allergies. Also worth noting that horsehair is an organic material with natural antibacterial and antifungal and anti-mite properties that contribute to a healthy, hygienic sleeping environment. Oh, sounds like a good idea.
Are you sold?
Yeah, I am. Okay, let's...
16K, go towards a mattress.
Hastens mattress. Malaysia.
Now you're gonna lie on it.
Can we buy it here? There's no online store for it.
Guess you gotta go to Robinsons.
Yeah. Read more. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, how much are you willing to spend on a mattress?
I feel like I've wasted some money testing out mattresses and returning them. Speaking of returning.
Oh yeah, you're returning? You can do like Casper mattresses, right? And all that.
Yeah, but the return system of all of these is really messed up. So I went through my whole like Casper and other brands sort of situations. So they don't even want it back is what happens when you
they ask you to donate it, right?
They ask you to donate it, yeah, because it's so crappy. That's what... No, actually I have a friend who loves the Casper mattress. So I think maybe Casper, the original one, is good, but like there's a lot of these like off brands that I tried out and they were all so soft and like just like foam and spongy. So what I ended up using is a very thin one. Yeah, too soft. So I used a very thin one so that it's hard when you like sleep on it.
Yeah.
And so far it's fine. I just use a very cheap, and it folds into a couch. Like it has like a few folds in it.
Okay, so apparently the Hastens mattress is 150k USD.
No.
Yeah, so if you, I'm reading on this website, yeah.
$150,000.
Yeah. If you keep it for 25
for a hair mattress.
years, yeah, and get 8 hours of sleep every night, think of it as paying US $2 every hour.
No, that's bullshit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So why is it only 16K in Robinsons?
No, I probably remember the price wrongly. Yeah.
I just know it was like a very ridiculous amount.
Yeah, I mean, Even 1K
At
would
that
be
price,
ridiculous
you
to
can
me.
get like a Tesla and more. You can get 2 Teslas. That's insane.
I guess you could sleep in a Tesla too.
Yeah, I'd rather sleep in a self-driving car. That's insane price.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I don't
hope you
know.
feel better soon.
I hope so too. Okay, oh,
All
this one
right,
includes
so
the
where?
whole bed. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, but that bed better be like diamond encrusted at that price. Like,
Then it wouldn't be
insane.
very comfortable then.
Why?
I
mean,
guess it will be too pointy. But no, it has to be epoxy embedded diamond.
it could be like a sanded diamond to be smooth.
Yeah,
No, but it'll still be hard,
But
right?
imagine you stub your toe.
that would suck.
And people would want to rob your bed. Come to your house.
And they ignore your cars, your computers, like, get a bed.
I guess that would be a benefit. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. I
We
mean,
should do viewer questions.
5 minutes to the end of the stream. Drop any
Yeah.
questions in chat if you have. Actually, today was pretty good. I saw it go up to like 5 viewers at one point, but then, yeah, now we're down to 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it Sing It?
No, I don't.
It's probably Edmund. Yeah.
Ah,
I wish they like told you who was watching, cause like Twitch does that. Don't know why Facebook doesn't.
I guess something about false sense of privacy.
Yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, I mean, in Facebook, your real name's on it. Well, assuming you signed up with a real name. Yeah.
I just noticed that Sing Yip's like this course says playing World of Warcraft. Is it because you actually have WoW on, or are you actually playing at the same time as you're having the stream?
No, I'm just leaving it on for like quests and stuff.
He's botting.
Ah, okay.
Blizzard, if you're watching, you should ban him. Tyler Lee from Malaysia.
I don't think that's his username in World of Warcraft, or at least I hope not.
No,
What's your WoW username?
I'm not telling you.
Why?
No, he's afraid.
Shouldn't give this kind of information out.
Is it I am a superstar
No,
with 3 R's?
no.
No.
No, that's his username for other platforms. One of which we're on the same platform.
It's OnlyFans.
I'm running a Christmas special.
What do you think of OnlyFans, Kristen?
Did you guys see on Reddit there was a guy who like talked about like sucking his own. It's turning into NSFW. Yes, his sucking his own body part and his ability to do that, and there's like a whole like Tifu associated with that, where he accidentally told his yoga teacher that's why he's not trying to learn yoga. Yeah, but then the thing is, it turned into him advertising his OnlyFans, and like now it's a whole thing, just a thing to get people on his OnlyFans. It's even real.
I thought he started it because of suggestions from the comments. No.
Supposedly.
No, either way, it's good marketing, I guess. I mean,
exactly.
Whatever works.
But he has tons of subs now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people are using it.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a rise in it during the during the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense for a lot of people.
So how does it work? Is it like just amateur stuff, and then like you pay, and then you?
It's whatever you want it to be.
You
like,
request.
you have to do.
Yeah. It's basically
Because it's
like,
not actually meant to be a platform for that, right? It's actually meant to be
it just so happens that
a
many
lot of people have been using it for that. I think because they don't censor you, so you can do whatever you want. It's not like I think.
So it's like Twitch.
No, Twitch you get censored.
Oh, but the rest of the platform is like Twitch, right? Where people can pay to get you to do
no,
things.
it's like
It's more like a
it's
Patreon.
like Patreon is like you have different tiers, right? This is just one subscription. I guess you can think of it like a very private Facebook page, right? So to access the page, you have to subscribe, and then they can post whatever they want on it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's live streaming though. I think it's just photos and videos and text. Yeah.
Oh, that's not even live streaming. Oh.
I don't know
No, but
actually.
people like do have like private discords and stuff where they can live stream on it. But you only get access if you're OnlyFans subscriber.
Oh.
Oh.
So I think we should start something like that for our stream where we could talk about more like controversial topics, but only to subscribers.
No, it's only to our fans. Right?
Oh right, only to our fans.
We're not even big enough to have free fans, and you want to go to money.
Yeah, but maybe one of them is willing to pay.
No, I mean, like,
so
if you
it'll be
put
like,
it like $1 a month,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure it's very
yeah, it'll be like
Yeah.
evening drama after
Oh no,
dark.
but then like
edition.
they take a cut though, right? So we
Yeah,
probably
like,
won't.
what,
So we
30%?
only get 30 cents, 30 cents each.
No, we probably get like 70 cents.
Okay, but we will split it 3 ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
So we make like 20 cents per episode.
Oh
Even
gosh.
$1 for like 1 month's work.
We've somehow created the least profitable franchise ever.
You come and buy like a McRib set from like 1 month
I
or so.
know. Can't even afford that. So sad. Oh,
We probably
maybe
have
I'll get
better luck
McRib
doing
today.
a real
for talking about
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh, and then the other thing is McRib's only served after 11 a.m. So normally after I'm done going to the gym, it's like just not like late enough where I can go to McDonald's before I get home.
Wait, they only start selling at 11? Alright, because it's not breakfast.
After.
Thing, right?
Yeah, it's not a breakfast item.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think
I don't know. Maybe I'll
breakfast
get in and
was
let you guys know.
the, like
You
original.
can hang out at McDonald's after you're done at the gym. Get like a Mac Frappuccino.
Just to cancel out all the calories burned.
Yeah, so it's as
No,
if you didn't do anything today.
Exactly.
Do you think breakfast was the original, like the origin of FOMO? Like breakfast meals at restaurants?
I think it's the other way around. It's more like I get annoyed because I can't get the normal items. Normal items are FOMO. I'm really craving a sausage McMuffin.
Do they?
And they
I
do
What'd you
all
say?
day breakfast in the US now at McDonald's.
Dude, I think they have all day breakfast, but the morning they still don't have the rest of the items, maybe?
Hmm.
I
Do they
just
sell
remember being annoyed.
McGriddle?
Yes, I love McGriddle.
Oh, I know
Which
Singapore
is the
had
most
it, like,
caloric.
and then I got it. And I dipped it in like the maple syrup and ate it. So good.
Yeah. It's still super good. But they don't give you maple syrup unless you pay for it, I think. Because theoretically it has the maple syrup dots already on the pancake bun.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
Yes. But I think it has like 800 calories or something ridiculous.
Really, for one?
Let's look at McGriddle calories. I remember it's one of the most caloric items in the whole menu.
That's crazy.
Calories.
It's like more than a third of your
No,
day.
it's 400. It's 421.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Still.
I can eat like 5 a day, and I'll still be like roughly below.
You're burning. My fitness pal won't punish you.
I can still lose weight that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well,
We've
speaking of
hit an
which,
hour.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
head out.
All right. Thanks for another episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Bye. Enjoy your McRib.
Adios. Yeah. Well, thanhanks. Bye.
Take a photo.
Ciao.
Take a photo.
Oh, I will.
Share
Bye.
it on the Discord. Goodbye.